With his latest flick, Ready Player One, running in cinemas, it's time we take a closer look at the career of Hollywood's most legendary filmmaker.
And action!
Steven Allen Spielberg was born on December the 18th, 1946 in Cincinnati, Ohio. He became an avid movie fan as a youngster, even making his own amateur films on a Super 8 camera.
I began my career, just trying to have a lot of fun, making movies that would please me and hopefully please a lot of people.
The 1975 thriller Jaws became Steven's first true classic and the first movie ever to earn over $100 million. Then, for 1977's Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Spielberg swapped sharks for aliens. But the result was another astounding triumph.
After the success of Jaws and Close Encounters, Hollywood sort of said you can do anything you want. So I have been, actually.
What he wanted to do included the popular action-adventure Raiders of the Lost Ark and E.T. the Extraterrestrial, regarded as one of the most magical movies ever made.
And at that point, E.T. lowers his head. He lowers his head real sadly.
He decided on a change of pace, however, for 1985's The Color Purple, a deliberate attempt to step away from the summer blockbusters he'd become known for.
We wind up making one kind of movie over and over again, and I think Color Purple was an important departure for me because it then allows me to find and challenge myself with another subject that I possibly have had very little personal experience with, but have the courage now to tackle.
Another great example of Spielberg continuing to mix it up came in 1993. First, he unleashed Jurassic Park, which was a milestone in the use of CGI, but a piece of cake to make, apparently.
Jurassic Park is the kind of movie that I can do almost automatically. I don't have to set my heart or my mind in a different direction to do Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was a fun experience for me. It was a good experience, but it was like making the sequel to Jaws.
The real challenge that year was Schindler's List, an intense black and white drama about an unexpected source of kindness during the atrocities of the Holocaust.
It is a story which is so hard to imagine. What really happened is so hard to imagine that no film can really tell you or show you what it was like. People see Schindler's List and they think they know what it was like. They don't know what it was like.
The movie delivered Steven a long overdue Oscar as Best Director. Then in '98, he earned another for Saving Private Ryan, which he often cites as one of the hardest projects of his long career.
Directing is extremely non-stop sport. You don't get a break, you don't get to breathe.
And he's continued to mesmerize us with both real-life dramas and crowd-pleasing adventures, making hits such as Catch Me If You Can, War Horse, The Adventures of Tintin, and Lincoln.
I'm always looking for a story that you say, wow, that's amazing.
Recent years have been no exception. In 2015, there was the Cold War drama Bridge of Spies.
I have a weakness, which is I love history.
And he followed it the next year with the children's fantasy, The BFG.
BFG for me was a complete, not a return or a reinvention, but it was a return to being able to use my imagination.
Then 2017 brought us the very political period piece, The Post.
That whole broadside assault on the news media is something that, I wonder, is that happening again today?
But instead of taking a break, Spielberg immediately set about learning a whole new skill set to make the virtual reality extravaganza Ready Player One. Stay tuned, because later we'll see more on this film.
This is a really challenging film. Jaws will always be the most physically challenging. This is maybe the third most challenging film I've ever made because the technology was so complex to deliver the kind of reality you're about to see in the movie.
Many believe Steven Spielberg is the most talented and dedicated director Hollywood has ever seen. And luckily, he shows no signs of slowing down.
Well, I'm not willing to stop working because as long as I get excited about a story, there's no reason to stop.
Like what you see? Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive videos.